Hello SMO online speedrunners. This video guide will go over what shooting stars is, what you need to do the trick, and tips on how to do it. Firstly, what even is shooting stars? Shooting stars is a trick exclusive to the SMO online mod that lets you gain infinite height by jumping off another player, allowing you to skip segments of the game and saving time. And the great thing about this trick is that in contrast to something like the wet nut jump, this trick can be performed anywhere. In any percent, there are 4 main places where this trick can be reasonably used. To skip Top Hat Tower, saving 32 seconds, an easier way to perform DSS, skipping the Night Metro City Hall interior, saving 12 seconds, and skipping the Brutals fight in Bowser's Kingdom, saving 45 seconds. I will say that I'm not the best at timing things, and while I tried to give an accurate timing for how much each one saves, there are a lot of factors to take into account, and so take these numbers with a pinch of salt. Now, when you watch this trick, it seems quite simple to perform, just stand next to each other and spin throw. But if you try and perform the trick yourself, chances are you won't be able to start the climb, and that's because you're missing something. You need the freeze tag version of the mod, because the way this trick works is you're not actually bouncing off the other player's Mario, you're bouncing off the other player's cap, and freeze tag is the only version of the mod which has that feature. This is why on the speedrun.com page, it actually specifies if you're using the freeze tag version of the mod or not. To download the freeze tag mod, just go into the resource tab and you'll find the mod there. To our knowledge, freeze tag is the fastest version of the mod, so it is recommended that you download it. And it is worth noting that yes, every player has to download the mod for this trick to work. That is the general consensus of what shooting stars is, but I would like to give some tips if you're having trouble performing it. If it is just 2 people performing the trick, then you'll basically be wanting to jump on top of one another, so you're still bouncing on each other's Mario as well as the cap. Any more than 2 people and you'll basically just want to huddle up close together. I've seen other people give a countdown of doing the fast spin throw to make it more consistent.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
And while I personally have never felt a need to do that, if you're struggling to get the trick, then it is worth trying to see if that helps you. Now, most places where you perform the trick have their own little quirks, so let me go over them. When performing the one at Top Hat Tower, it is always going to be slightly inconsistent. When going up, it is not uncommon that before you can start another spin throw, you fall down just a tiny bit, which is usually okay, but Top Hat Tower has a check to prevent you from jumping off. To my knowledge, the way this works is it just simply checks if you're in the zone and have downward speed. So if your little downwards jerk happens when you're in this zone, you will get bubbled and put down. Luckily, it is early enough into the run where resets aren't too much of an issue, but it is annoying nevertheless. With the City Hall skip, your first instinct would probably be to go in front of the door and do it there, but if you do that, then you can still do it in front of the door if you hug against this railing, but even so, when I do the skip, I simply opt to stand here next to the swinging platform. The Bowser's Kingdom one is very annoying. First thing foremost, skipping the Brutal Moon means the trigger for the mech fight is never created, so for this to function properly, someone has to sit back and kill the Brutals as the others are going to the mech fight. But if you can route around that, then there's still another issue: the invisible wall. You see, you have to go a lot higher than simply making it over the archway, as there is a deceivingly high invisible wall. You'll want to aim to land on this spiny platform, and the visual cue I use for this is getting to the Beneath the Keep checkpoint, which is as high as the tallest part of the main island. The invisible wall tricked me multiple times while getting footage for this video, and because you have to go so high, it makes it the least consistent one to go for. But as it also saves the most time, it is a risk-reward system. I understand practicing a multiplayer trick can be annoying, but with time I found it to become consistent, and so I wish you all the best luck out there. I hope this video was informative, and bye!